Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a really pretty, beautiful smoky eye using the Jaclyn Morphe palette. And I hope you guys are as excited as I am because I've been trying to sit down and film this video forever. And well, here it is. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. Sorry, I know I look a mess. And we're going to go ahead and get right on to it. Okay, I have all of my brushes and everything that I need next to me. And we're going to go ahead and get started. My face makeup and everything is already done. This lighting is getting on my nerves. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my eyelid and then we're going to start. I have all of my brushes in a little brush thing next to me. And I'm looking for this one right now, which I do have a new brush to test out today as well. But I don't know where it is at the moment. I'm not going to use this to set my lid. I'm going to use my setting powder. And I'm just taking my setting powder that is the same color, which this is the Clean Colors pressed powder from the Shop Miss A website. I'm just setting my eyelid with this. I did use concealer and foundation to set my lid. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab this blending brush, this blending brush right here, and I'm taking the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I think, yeah, I'm just going to stick to what I was doing. I'm going to take Butter, which is this shade right here, and just taking that lightly on my brush, I'm going to dust this into my crease as a transition shade. Now the Jaclyn Hill palette doesn't really have much fallout, so I don't really have to worry about having to clean up my eyes. Every time I've used these shadows to do this look, I have not had to clean up any fallout or anything, so yeah. And I'm just going to do the same over here. And then once I get that where I want it, which I don't want it too pigmented because I will be going back in over it, I'm going to go ahead and take the next blending brush one size down. And I'm going to go ahead and take Buns, which is this shade right here. And here's the names and everything up here. Taking a little bit of that on my brush, and I'm mainly going to focus this on the outer portion and in the crease, just to deepen up the look some. But I'm not dragging this too high up because I do want that transition shade to show through. And this will be a cut crease. You definitely do not have to cut your crease to be able to get this look. I just prefer to because I think it gives me a cleaner look. So And I'm sorry if this video is going to be a little long. That's why I went ahead and did all of my face makeup ahead of time. But if you guys want to see a video on my face makeup, let me know and I will be gladly able to film that for y'all. I'm gonna go back in with that bigger blending brush just to help blend this a little bit. I don't know why, but this eye is always picky and never cooperates as much. Okay, they look pretty much the same. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit more butter and blend out the edges to make sure there's no harsh lines. And then there's that. Then this next step necessarily isn't needed. I'm just doing it to create a sandwich color in between for the cut crease, and this is what I like to do. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but I like to. I'm taking just a little bit more buns and applying it in my crease because I think I want this color to go up just a little bit more than it has been. Because, you know, can never hurts to change it up just a little bit. I just want to be able to see a little bit more of that color. Okay. Now I'm going to take an even smaller blending brush. Very tiny. Wait, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm taking that same medium blending brush and I'm dipping into the color Jacks, which is right next to Buns. Right here, this is Buns, this one's Jacks. And I'm taking just a little bit of that on here. And I'm applying this right in the crease to create a sandwich color for when we cut the crease. Focusing it on the outer part and then into the crease. Again, you don't really have to do this part, but it's what I do. Taking that big blending brush, just a little bit of Buns on it, and blending this into that crease. And now that I did that, I'm just going to take a little bit of butter and blend out the edges again. So this is where we are at so far with that. I don't have the best blending brushes in the world, so I'm sorry that they're not amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and cut our crease. I know a lot of people cut their crease different. Again, this step is really not needed, but I like to do it because you could definitely just focus the color on the top and not the bottom lid and get the same look. But I'm gonna clean it up and cut my crease, and I'm gonna take this angled brush that's kind of covered and stuff because I've been using it, but it's like perfect for getting right up in there, so I like it for that reason. I'm gonna take my concealer as soon as I find it. I've been taking this white concealer. It is a highlighting concealer, but I like to use it because it's the lightest one that I own, and I use it on my eyes. when I first used it, it did take off the shadow and everything, but after a while it doesn't really give me issues. And because I just want to be able to see up a little closer, I'm just taking this little mirror. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this everywhere and then make my way up into my crease. And I also do like my crease to be just a little higher up than my real crease because my eyes are a little hooded. I need some more concealer. This is looking a little rough right now. I promise it won't when I'm done. Okay, I could literally just take the applicator and apply the product. Make things a little easier probably. Going to take my finger and dab some of this in. I know that looks really rough right now, but it won't when I'm done. Okay, now that I have cut the crease, I'm going to be working one eye at a time from here, just because that's what I like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and set the entire lid of that brush with the Amuse Cosmetics white shadow, which is right here. And I'm just going to take a flat top brush, the one that I used to set my entire lid, and I'm going to set that concealer. Because I am keeping this look matte, I like to really make it pop with the white in the front, because we are fading the colors and stuff in, so yeah. Now I'm just going to take my blending brush just to go over the edge just a smidge to not make it so rough. But that is it. Like, that's all I'm doing. Now I'm going to take a new brush that I got, if I find it. I was just messing with it before I started. Here it is. This is the Luxie Precision eye brush or something like that. I'm trying to get it. Okay. And I have not used this brush yet to do this, so this will be new to me. Yeah, this is the Luxie 239 Precision Shader Brush. I have highlighter on my hand. And I'm going to be taking the shade Buns. Buns? Is it Buns? Yeah, Buns. And applying this from the outer portion to about here, about midway. And the Jaclyn Hill palette is super pigmented. And we're going to place this color on here. And there's still been no fallout. I do wish the Jaclyn Hill palette did have a mirror in it, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay, so now that I have that shade on there like that, I'm going to jump in to Jack's, which is right next to it. And I'm going to deepen up the outer portion with this shade. I am just going to take the other end of the brush that I haven't used and kind of blend these together just a smidge. Okay. I need a mirror. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of Jack's and pack it on the outer portion, but not too much. And I'm just going to take a little bit of buns to blend these shadows together. Taking this clean blending brush, blend those little guys together a bit. And I am just going to take a little bit more of that white shadow and pop it on the inner corner because I do like a little more to show through than that. And then literally the easiest way, blend the extra away. So far this is where we're at. And because I don't like the red part or the outer part to be like so red, I will be taking just a little bit of a darker shade to make the outer part deeper a little bit. So I'm going to take that blending brush and I'm just going to dip into Chip and Central Park, just a little bit though, and pop it right on the outer part. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do my winged eyeliner on this side, and then we'll move on to the other eye. I keep dropping my brushes. Normally this is a little blended better than this. I really don't know why it's not blending better than it is, but it'll be alright. And I am using the Clean Color, or Just Color waterproof eyeliner. Basically, all the products that I'm using in this video are affordable. Like, the Jaclyn Hill palette's affordable. It's not too expensive, in my opinion. I think it's priced pretty fair because it is an amazing palette. And I don't know how I feel about that wing, but we'll just deal. Okay, so there is one eye. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off real quick, finish the other eye, and then I will be back and we will do mascara. So I'm actually just going to stay on here and just do the other one real quick. I am using the Just Color eyeliner, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye real quick and not talk. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so this one is not as good as the other eye. I can never get them to be the exact same, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set this bad boy and move on in. Now I need to take this brush, repeating the same process, taking Buns from the Jaclyn Hill palette and applying this about halfway across my lid. I think it might be the brush that I'm using that's making this like so patchy and not blending, because whenever I did this look before without that brush, I didn't have any issues with this shadow. So I really do think it might be that brush. I don't think I like that brush. But I'm gonna go ahead and doing the same thing. I'm going to apply Jax to the outer portion. So then I actually took a little bit of this on the tip and I drug it up into the crease right there. Taking a little bit more of Jack's and blending those together. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take just a little bit of the darker shade and dip it right onto the edge. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of butter, clean up the edges, and blend that just a bit. And there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the liner. This is looking a little rough, I know, I'm sorry guys. Now let's see if we can get this wing to match, because I seem to never be able to do that. Okay. Actually, I did really good on that. I am so surprised because I usually never do that great on my wings without having to clean them up. I am just going to go ahead and find my liner and tight line, which I suck at. I got this in my Ipsy. This is the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner, Eyeliner, and the color Fishnets. So I'm going to take this and attempt to tight line. I was never able to do it before, so I don't even know if this is working or not. Okay then. I'm also going to apply a little bit of this on my bottom lash line, which I never rarely do, but I will be doing that after I do my bottom lash line, which is what we're gonna go ahead and do right. No, we're not. We're gonna highlight that brow bone first. I'm gonna be taking the shade Beam and In Light in the Jaclyn Hill palette. No, I'm not. I lied. I'm gonna take that same matte white shade that I used before. And we're going to highlight the brow bone with that matte white shade to keep this look matte. Not really using a proper brush for that, but it'll be alright. I'm always losing things. Now we're going to move on to the bottom lash line. I'm going to take Buns. Run it under my eyes. And then I'm going to take the shade Jack's right next to that one and do the same exact thing. And then just to blend that out, I'm going to take a small blending brush with butter on, which is our transition shade, just a little bit, and we're going to buff everything together. And that's all I'm really going to do for my bottom lash line. But I am just going to take a little bit of this black liner by Smashbox and put a little bit on my waterline. I really don't wear black liner that much. I used to wear it a lot when I was a freshman, and I don't really do that anymore because it makes me feel like I am back in high school. But I'm going to be taking the Essence mascara that I also received in my Ipsy. Let me find that item real quick. It is right here, and I actually did receive a full-size tube of the I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara from Essence. I was actually very excited when I saw this because I was like, I have never gotten a full-size item. And then we did, so we're just gonna apply this to my lashes. This is what the wand looks like. It's really big. I don't know how I feel about the wand yet because the bristles on it aren't very long. I need a mirror. But it does do a very good job of curling my lashes and making them very long, so. And we are not going to be wearing falsies today because my cat did decide to steal one of them. I really like the small bristles for getting under my lash line, or my bottom lash line. It's really nice. And a hair on my face. And we're gonna highlight the inner corner. I'm just going to take this little brush that I used to do my cut crease. And this is going to be a shimmer we are going to take in Light and Beam in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And apply that right in the inner corner to highlight. And this is the eye look so far. Last few times I've done this, I definitely did do a little bit of a better job. I'm sorry guys, but yeah, this is it. And if you want to see a video on how I got my face makeup and everything, let me know and I will gladly do a video on that. But this is basically the finished look.